Hey, Claudia, congratulations on the victory. When it went to the judges' scorecards, how confident were you that you had the decision?
I feel like I had a good first round, and I think I lost the second round, so I came out in the third, and I think I won the fight.
Was there anything about Angela that surprised you in the matchup? Her striking looked really on point. It seemed like you guys were sort of just trading blows back and forth. It was a really exciting fight.
Yeah, so I've been working my striking now, and I was comfortable standing. I was having fun there. Um, I could take her down, but I was working in. I feel like I'm evolving as a fighter. I feel like I need those type of fights to keep evolving, keep getting better, And when I get there against somebody that can do anything with me, I'll be ready for anything.
When it went to the third round, knowing that, I know you wanted to show off your striking, but why didn't you opt to go and try and take it to the ground where you have sort of an advantage there?
Because I was having fun, and like I said, I need those type of fights. I need to strike with against good strikers, so I can keep evolving and I keep getting better.
We talked about heading into this fight, how many canceled fights you've had and how you haven't fought since July. How did you feel in there just being off for so long?
Man, it's crazy, like we're going through some crazy times right now. And training this pandemic was kind of uh frustrating. I got fights canceled, like in January, Alexa Grasso didn't make weight. I was so damn ready for that fight, and then I had a fight against Marina, and they couldn't bring her from Brazil, and then Angela Hill, but then they canceled. It was crazy. It's just I was keeping my weight down, trying to keep my mindset, but it was so hard to train on this crazy pandemic.
And you mentioned next, your next opponent. You want that. You want sort of a really notable matchup next. What is the plan? I was trying to remember what you said post fight. Was it Carla Esparza you wanted?
Yeah, I feel like we should do it again. Um, when I fought her, I was hurt, and I wasn't in the right mindset, and she was talking a lot of shit after the fight, and I feel like we should do it again.
And how do you think a second fight would go? Do you feel like you would be able to finish her? Or how do you see? I know it's just just a matchup that you propose now, but how do you think the fight would go?
It's gonna be a different fight, because I've been there with her. I know what she's gonna bring, and I want to finish her.
And how are you going to celebrate tonight? That's my last question.
Say it again.
How are you going to celebrate tonight?
Uh, I'm just gonna be thankful for life, thankful for being healthy. I was just talking to my mom and my dad, and they are in the northeast of Brazil where things are very tough right now. But everybody's healthy, my Jersey family is healthy. Um, and that's all I want right now. I want everybody to um, be safe and healthy now.
Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
We go next to Gabriel Gonzalez with Cage Side Press. Your line is open.
Hey, Claudia, congratulations. I have a question about the Carla Esparza fight because, you got the victory in the last one. So where does the motivation come from to want to get that one again for you?
I feel like I can do so much better, especially now that I have the right coaches, I have the right people around me, and I'm not hurt. You know, I blew out my knee 10 days before my fight with Carla, and she was talking about me grassing and like, come on, it's 2020. Uh, People don't do this anymore, so I want to do it again.
Did you see on Twitter that that's what she commented on your fight? She said to leave the grease at home. Did you see that already?
No, I didn't. But like I said, it's 2020. There's no greasing here. Let's do it again.
Now, you talking about working with the team in New Jersey, and everyone talked about, it takes time to get used to the system, the codes, and everything. Can you just talk about when everything just really started clicking for you in terms of their coaching and the way they work with you?
Um, I feel like it takes a little while, but I grew up in the jiu-jitsu philosophy, so I have a good relationship with Ricardo. He speaks Portuguese, which helps a lot. Um, Also, uh, training with Mark Henry is like learning a new language, uh, and I have to study a lot, go back home and study. And I feel like I'm evolving a lot as a fighter, but it takes time, like anything in life, you know.
Final question: was it harder to get yourself more in the zone when you were in the cage without the fans, or did you feel like it came naturally to get where you needed to mentally?
Man, I felt like I was going to the movie theater, you know. I was so relaxed and there was no pressure, and I felt like, I don't know, it was different. It was a different vibe. I was seeing everybody around, like the UFC people around the cage. You know, I was seeing my coaches, Angela's coaches. I was seeing the whole thing, but like place was empty. So it was like a sparring session, a tough sparring session.
Thank you, Claudia. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
We'll take the last question from Shaquille Majuri with MMA Mania. Your line is open.
Hey, Claudia, congrats on the win, and it was super entertaining, so thanks for the effort. First question now, obviously you won that fight, but it was a very close third round, and we saw a number of very close rounds throughout this event. What are your thoughts in general about judges using more 10-10s in scoring?
The sport is evolving, right? So we got to go through phases, and I feel like this is happening now. Now we're seeing more 10-10s because like everybody's getting so good. The sport is it's getting, you know, like the level is growing so much. Everybody's evolving so fast. So it happens, you know, we go through phases. That's the new one.
Okay. In the second round, she dropped you and she started moving forward, and her coaches told her to back up and let you stand. In hindsight, do you think that was the right decision, or do you think it would have been better for her to actually engage you on the ground there?
Actually, I wanted her to calm, you know, like my jiu-jitsu from the bottom is good. I was like, calm, you know. But then they told her to stand, and you know, I think she won the second round, but I definitely won the first and third.
And the last thing here, you've expressed how you feel like you deserve another title shot with this win, and let's say another win over Carla Esparza. How far do you think you are from a title shot?
Man, I've been in the sport for so long. You know, I'm a pioneer in the sport. I've been fighting MMA since I was 18 years old. You know, I already fought the best talent in the division. You know, and um, I had big transitions in my life. You know, like 3 years ago, I moved to America by myself to find better training. You know, and now I feel like I finally clicked. I have the right people around me, you know, and I am on my way to the title shot. But I'm gonna go back home and work a lot, fix my mistakes, you know, and this is my goal: get back in there for the title.